This week on the ZTV Sports Report,
we have an in-depth interview with Shannon Nunes from the Akron tennis team.
We take a look at where our Akron teams rank after where we left off.
We highlight the volleyball intramural team at the University of Akron.
All that and more on the ZTV Sports Report, which starts right now.
Welcome to the first episode of 2014 of the ZTV Sports Report, your home for everything Akron athletics.
We are excited to have you along with us. We have much to cover, so let's get started right away.
Akron Zips basketball has certainly seen success already halfway through Mid-American Conference play, but can they continue their determination to hoist another MAC tournament trophy? Our own Christian Locke has the story on how the team is preparing for the rest of the season.
Victory after victory, the University of Akron's men's basketball team still proves that they have the willingness and tenacity to win time and time again. But will this keep up for the remainder of the season?
We got to stay consistent in our effort in practice and on the court, and learning that we got to learn how to play better with each other and continue to play hard on the court.
Well, we still have a lot of room to develop. There's no question about that. We're a work in progress, but we're a good team. We're very competitive. We can play with anybody in this league. We just have to take that next step in order to become a championship quality team.
As of right now, we're doing really good, elevating at a high level. Still a lot more progression to go. We can still do a lot better as a team, but as right now, we're playing really good.
Before the Zips, only 12 teams have ever managed to win 3 straight regular season crowns.
I think I see a lot of more people that's willing to practice hard and grind out during practice and convert it to the game.
We have to get better with the basketball. We have to become more fluid on offense for sure, and more consistent on a daily basis.
The key right now is just playing together as a whole for the rest of the season. Just connecting the rest of the dots and don't get the big head. Just go and get the three-peat.
Go Zips.
With their overwhelming success, the Zips finally have their chance to get that three-peat. With ZTV Sports, I'm Christian Locke.
The team has certainly shown they're putting in the good work to make some noise in the MAC.
Without a doubt, Rachel, it's always great to see determination translate into wins on the court. The Zips tennis team is currently undefeated. What is sustaining their success and fueling them to continue dominating in matchups? Our own Parker Smith sits down with player Shannon Nunes to find out.
I'm Parker Smith with the ZTV Sports Report, and today we're joined by Zips tennis player Shannon Nunes. Shannon, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well. So you are from London, correct?
Yes.
So when did you start playing tennis?
Since I can remember, like I was one of those like kids that did every sport, like swimming, soccer, tennis. And it got to the point where I had to choose between soccer and tennis.
And you chose tennis?
Yes. I'm not quite sure why yet, but...
So what brought you to the States?
Well, I always knew that I was going to go to the States for university. It's just I wasn't sure which university I was going to go to. I had a few options and I chose here.
So is there any other places that looked at you other than the University of Akron?
Yeah, there was a few. There was Long Beach in California, South Carolina.
Wow.
A few other places as well.
So what is something that's difficult that maybe an American student wouldn't understand that you as a foreign student have to go through?
I guess academic-wise, like in English university, you don't do all these gen ed courses.
Okay.
You just do your degree. So if you were a business major, you would just do business classes.
Okay.
Whereas here, you have to fill up all your requirements with gen ed courses as well.
Makes sense. So in terms of your tennis game, where do you feel that you could improve the most?
Mentally, probably. I'm like my own worst enemy at times. Like I can really get myself going, and then at the same time I can really dig myself a hole that I've got to try and get out of. So
going off of that, do you have sort of a tennis idol that you look up to? Andy Murray?
No,
No?
Definitely not.
No?
I feel terrible for saying that, but Sam Stosur,
Okay.
I think.
Cool. Last question for you. What do you miss about being home in London?
I miss my family, my friends, of course, and my 3 dogs, but daily when I wake up, I just want some British food.
So what's your favorite British food?
I would say fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Has
Yep,
to be fish and
it's
chips,
gotta
the
be.
classic. So that's all the time that we have here on the ZTV Sports Report. We're going to send it back to Sartaj and Rachel in studio.
Thanks, Parker.
Zips athletics may have more of an impact than just on the University of Akron. The city looks to the university as an important factor for the development of Akron. We measure how much influence Zips athletics actually has on the area.
Akron athletics has certainly created some excitement, but how much presence does athletics have on Akron?
We're excited in downtown to see a growing presence from the university, and whether that's students and off-campus living or the impact of the athletics that are going on campus. We see in our community a growing excitement for the athletics, particularly the ones that have resonated the most with the community recently have been the success that has happened with soccer and with basketball. But as we see the university entertaining more of our high school students on campus, we see that growing affinity for campus as well.
With a great community behind them, Akron Athletics has certainly made their presence known. But financially, does athletics have impact in the Akron economy?
In itself, impacts our tax base, and most cities in Ohio generate their revenue from income tax, so that's an obvious impact. Employees and the students are buying products in the local area here, so that would be the downtown and the neighborhoods. So again, you have another impact.
Akron Athletics is a major part overall for the entire Akron community, and there are opportunities to increase their impact.
It's clear whenever you have sports facilities near or in a downtown area, it's going to have a greater impact. An arena downtown that could be multi-purpose with the university, that would create even a greater impact.
Akron Athletics has grown into an immense part of Akron, and with a great connection between the community and the university, the success will continue.
We're very pleased that they are an integral part of our downtown neighborhood now. Athletics is something that relates to a number of people. It is a language that many people speak. That affinity for city is surrounded around athletics, and people love their sports teams. Continuing to facilitate growth, develop a strong community with the strong university at its core.
For the ZTV Sports Report, I'm Sartaj Ojala. Both men's and women's basketball were in action this past week. The men's basketball team took on Ball State, while women's faced a multiple of teams.
Let's start with the men's basketball team. Akron and Ball State stayed contested early in the contest. Then they picked up their game and started building their lead so that the Cardinals could not catch up. Akron would certainly expose Ball State's defense and force scoring from outside the arc as well as in the paint, leading to a dominant first and second half as they were able to run away with the game 73-46. Demetrius Treadwell completely took over as a registered 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Nick Harney also added 15 points of his own in the contest. Men's basketball took over the game in their matchup. Can the Lady Zips respond with a strong performance of their own in the month of January when teams come to James A. Rhodes Arena? The Lady Zips would enter each home game a contest against 3 Mid-American Conference teams looking to upset the Zips. However, the Lady Zips would have experience on their side as they were able to win in all 3 games. Our women's basketball team certainly know how to play the game as they battle to reach the top of the conference. Head coach Jody Kest has her team ready for the rest of the MAC play. Be sure to stay tuned for more of ZTV Sports Report when we come back. We have a great edition of Zips Trivia. And we also take a look at the latest MAC standings, as well as how Akron fares in Quick Zip. All that and more, we'll be right back.